It's your host, Uncle Nick. I'm the bipolar, biracial pastor, the motherfucking lone wolf, the black Italian stallion. Uncle Nick is here to do motherfucking work. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. The niggas, the bitches, the ladies, the gents, the rats, the cats, the motherfucking dogs, the babies, the aliens, the reptiles, the motherfucking reptilians. Ask them all how Uncle Nick gets down for the come up in a New York minute. Biatch, you know what I'm saying? Stop fucking playing with me. I'm Sicilian, but I'm not a square, you know what I mean? Bada bang, bada boom, boom, boom! Motherfucker!
Tell him get it bitch ass out the way then. Same way I told him.
Talk though, that would have been interesting.
I told him to get it bitch ass out the way. You ain't hear that?
He was quiet. I never seen him quiet ever.
Shit,
He liked to
be
lead
quiet.
the conversation too. He liked to be like the leading.
It's
There's
cool.
nothing he could
He
do
know
with
when he
it.
dealing with certain entities. I ain't gonna say too much. He know when he dealing with more than he can chew. I don't want to say too much. I've been said that though. I knew that when I stood in the picture in the first place. Y'all ain't know it, but I knew it. So bitch ass, I don't play with us. But ain't no disrespect though. If you want to have a conversation, little nigga, we can have a conversation, little nigga. Just stop discrediting niggas I fuck with. Because he get to talking shit about people that I got relationships with and creating problems when problems don't need to be created.
So now Jay Prince Jr. is coming at Joe Budden's neck right now. You know what I'm saying? He seems to be a little drunk with power, and he's having a titty attack over Drake, over the Migos, over Little Yachty and shit like that. And basically he's coming at Joe Budden in regard to the way he conducts his podcast. Basically he thinks Joe Budden's a hater and he shits on the youth unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? And in his opinion, was humble opinion, he thinks that Joe Budden should be hitting people up behind the scenes and basically critiquing them privately. This is some bullshit right here. And I don't like this type of narrative he's trying to spit. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is about competition, coming at motherfuckers' necks, keeping it real, and sharpening your sword. It's about the lyrics, son. It's not about all the other bullshit at the end of the day. Cats like to have fun. Cats like to chill with the ladies. We talk about the street shit and all that. But there's gotta be substance and you gotta be lyrical. You know what I'm saying? You can't just destroy the art form because you got some talentless hacks that's down with you and they want to use hip-hop as a gimmick. Negative.com. Fuck out of here with that shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's the way he thinks that the media should be conducting themselves, and that's what he thinks Joe Budden should be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like on some drug cartel shit, they dictate what the fucking news reports. And I think that's some bullshit at the end of the day, but I also think that this is deeper than Jay Prince Jr. coming at Joe Budden, taking umbrage, because he's got a lot to say. He's opinionated. You know what I mean? He spits that shit. Shout out to my nigga Joe Budden, Maul, and everybody over there at the podcast. Basically, a lot of cats from the South, they feel that cats from New York or cats from the East Coast that basically were over opinionated, you know what I'm saying? Cats of a certain age, I should say, and were very judgmental towards Southern hip-hop and the younger generation that's coming up, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these kids aren't very lyrical, they aren't creative, and all they do is rap about the same bullshit over the same trap beats with the same auto-tunes, you know what I'm saying? Talking about pills and lean and choppers and scamming, bad bitches and big Willie Kilo shit. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? I love the ignorant shit too, but like I said, you gotta balance it out and you gotta have some substance. And in my opinion, the South has fucking killed hip-hop with all this bullshit that they create, you know what I'm saying? Strip club music, etc., etc. And I think cats is still pissed off that Outkast got booed on stage, you know what I'm saying? I flux with Outkast. Your man Andre 3000 said what he said, yo, the South got something to say. But I feel that a lot of Southern cats feel they don't get their just too, because they aren't as lyrical as New York niggas, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck at the end of the day. So Joe could come off as, you know, a little arrogant or a hater sometimes, you know what I mean? I've addressed it in a few videos in the past, but it's usually regarding like social justice shit, you know what I'm saying, outside of music and, you know, hip-hop artists and stuff like that. When it comes to the art, when it comes to motherfuckers putting down dope shit, he's usually on point. I usually agree with him, and we have a similar musical taste, you know what I mean? So this is mad weird to me, because he's basically agreeing with Joe Budden in a sense, you know what I'm saying? He's not saying you're wrong, and these songs are mad dope, and Drake's the illest. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, I think Drake is a poser, he's a fraud, he's dumpster juice, buy soda, he's a fucking algorithm, you know what I mean? He doesn't have a personality, and he's a fucking bubblegum pop rapper, you know what I'm saying? He's not even a rapper, really, you know what I'm saying? He's not an R&B singer. Like I told people before, he needs his own genre called soft and sensitive. Talk about he's digging in bitches' purses and this and that. Always mad emotional and melodic. Fuck out of here. Take that shit back to Canada, son. That ain't hip-hop, dog. But at the end of the day, this cat's getting mad because of Joe Budden's approach. You know what I'm saying? Not that he feels the way he feels, because Joe Budden's right at the end of the day. A lot of these cats is ass. You know what I'm saying? Straight trash. But he thinks he should hit him up behind the scenes and do this and do that. Fuck out of here with that shit. Put the shit out in the open, and then you can privately have a discussion later on and chop it up. You think the fans want to see somebody sitting up here basically riding everybody's like a yes man? Oh yeah, that was amazing. Oh, this was even better. Oh, that was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? These cats can't do no wrong, and they over here spitting ABC bullshit, simplistic, fucking Simple Simon kind of rhymes. Come on, man. At the end of the day, accept what it is and tell these cats to step their game up, or just accept the criticism, you know what I mean? And then he's over here talking about, oh, well, you don't put your wife on blast in public, right? And I'm sitting here, Joe Budden's better than me, because this cat was like trying to son him. I would have been like, man, fuck out of here, son. When you see me, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit up here and listen to this bullshit that you're talking, because it doesn't even fucking make sense. Why would I sit up here and talk about my wife or my girlfriend or anybody in public, you know what I'm saying? And how does that compare to talking about rappers? I'm not in a fucking romantic relationship with no fucking rappers. I don't know what the fuck you're into or how you look at shit in life, but that don't fly over here, son, so slow that stupid shit down. How can you compare apples and oranges? But he thinks he's smart. He's over there using $10 words. He's on his T.I. shit with his southern drawl, and he thinks he's talking that shit. And I guess he was trying to impress the little broad that was sitting up there. Oh, I never heard him that quiet before. Whatever, broad, I never heard of you. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you calm it down and stop trying to gas shit up at the end of the day? Why didn't he take his own advice? Why didn't you hit Joe Buttons up behind the scenes and tell him how you felt? Why don't you lead by example, my man? He's sitting up here talking about, well, this ain't for the publicity, this ain't for that, because I don't get paid off that. Man, you grew up with a silver spoon, son. Like cut this super gangster persona, Michael Corleone, da shit out. You know what I mean? I respect your father. Shout out to everything he's accomplished. You know, he's on the gangster side of things and all that. But what the fuck have you done in your life? You were doing drive-bys and selling kilos and doing all this extra shit? No, you was going to private schools, you was a good kid, and you lived your fucking life, and now you're doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? So pump your brakes with all that extra fucking cartel type of fucking persona, you know what I'm saying? Braggadocio and all that. It's not gonna benefit you at the end of the day. You're here to be a music mogul, you know what I mean? And if it really ain't about the publicity and all the hype and the clout chasing at the end of the day, why were you down there chasing Tekashi around Houston? You had like 100 cats with you, you know what I'm saying? You could have had them show up to the club, do they want to, you know what I'm saying? And ran them up out of there. He didn't even show up, you know what I mean? But you wanted to be in the front. You wanted the publicity. You wanted niggas in New York, everybody in the world to see that you were leading a fucking army of motherfuckers down the street, and y'all run Houston at the end of the day. So you can say what you want, but I was born at night, but not last night, motherfucker. Clearly you're out here cloud chasing, and it was in your best interest, I guess, to think or come across as you son Joe Budden, but you kind of look like an ass, and you were contradicting yourself. And I'm just gonna tell everybody, you got too much time on your fucking hands. Refrain from getting on Instagram and just bullshitting with people, refrain from getting on Clubhouse or these little apps, you know what I mean? Because you're sitting around, you're drinking, you're aggravated, you're feeling like the Don Tata Top Shatta or something. And usually you get into conversations that lead nowhere. And this was a stupid ass conversation. I listened to about 20 minutes of this shit. And I was like, I can't listen to this anymore. Let me drop a little video. Shout out to Jay Prince Jr., everybody over there rap a lot. But a spade's a spade, son. You know what I mean? This shit didn't make any sense. And yo, Joe Budden, do your thing and don't worry about what these motherfuckers gotta say. Cause everybody's gonna pop shit. And these motherfuckers want you to bow down so they can laugh their way on the way to the bank. You know what I'm saying? And if you're making shitty music, it is what it is. But y'all get up in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Is Uncle Nick bugging out or am I spot on? You know what I mean? And if you appreciate the content, you know what I'm saying? Get up in the description box and drop a little donation. Drip, drip, drip fills the bucket. And other than that, I'm out of here. I'll probably be live streaming a little later this afternoon. Like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think. And I'm Ghost. Peace.